1 hour and 48 minutes. That is the longest State of the Union address in the history of our country. It is our top story at noon. Thank you for joining us very much here on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Jim Stratman, sitting in for Brooke Hash. President Trump told Americans the U.S. is winning even as he faces his lowest approval ratings of his second term. ABC's Christian Cordero reports from Washington on whether the president's speech moved the needle.
With his poll numbers dropping, especially on the economy, President Trump used his first State of the Union address of his second term to paint a rosy economic picture.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Americans are paying more for energy, up 6.3% from last year. And the Nonpartisan Tax Foundation says that the president's tariffs cost the average American household $1,000 in 2025. But the president did not acknowledge the reality many Americans are feeling.
In 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years.
There were some moments of unity in the marathon address. The president honored veterans, the National Guardsmen shot on patrol in D.C., and the gold medal-winning men's hockey team. But the president went on attack, telling Democrats they should be ashamed for staying seated when he asked the chamber to stand and agree with his statement that American citizens should be protected over undocumented immigrants.
Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
The president praised his immigration crackdown but made no mention of Minneapolis, where the two Americans, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were killed by federal agents. To deliver the Democrats' response, the party tapping Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger.
Is the president working to make life more affordable for you and your family? Is the president working to keep Americans safe both at home and abroad? Is the president working for you?
Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Trump spoke briefly about foreign policy last night, but he did mention his intent to resolve escalating tensions with Iran through diplomacy. Throughout the night, the ABC News political team was fact-checking the president's speech. In it, Trump claimed that Iranian officials have not said, "We will never have a nuclear weapon." According to the ABC fact check, though, Iranian officials have stated on multiple occasions that the country does not have or intend to have nuclear weapons. Just hours before Trump's speech yesterday, Iran's foreign minister Saeed Abbas Arashi posted on social media saying, quote, "Our fundamental convictions are crystal clear. Iran will under no circumstances ever develop a nuclear weapon." The president also focused on immigration and election security during his speech, and he claimed that many sanctuary cities are pushing to save illegal immigrants that are keeping their government from removing drug lords and murderers from the USA. Now, according to ICE data, only about a quarter of detainees have a criminal record. About 73% do not. Trump also claimed that cheating is rampant in our elections here in the U.S. But ABC News said that in 2024, voter roll audits in Georgia, Ohio, and Iowa showed very few instances of non-citizen voting in federal elections. That, however, has not stopped Republicans from pushing for stricter voter ID laws, both on a national level and here on a state level in Kentucky. Here in Kentucky, some state leaders shared their thoughts on the speech, what they agreed with, and what they would like to have seen changed. Republican Kentucky Senator Rand Paul took to X, agreeing with most of Donald Trump's points. In reference to the president's big, beautiful bill, Paul tweeted, quote, "Our economy grows when Americans keep more of their paychecks, not when Washington takes more. And we're seeing that in action with the historic cuts that the president has delivered." The Democratic Governors Association chair and Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear released a response saying in part, quote, "Instead of helping families get ahead, Trump's big, ugly bill is ripping away health care and food assistance. His reckless tariffs are driving up costs, and his administration's dangerous immigration tactics are creating an American body count." WHAS11 talked with two Kentucky Republicans and two Kentucky Democrats during that State of the Union speech. Both of the Republicans agreed to seeing positive changes since the president took office. Meanwhile, one of the Democrats told us that he believes Trump's push for tariffs will continue to hurt the Kentucky bourbon industry.
Gas is under $2, eggs are cheaper. I mean, all the kitchen table type measurements that I look at, we're in much better shape than we were a year ago.
If he wants to continue ahead and with these job crushing tariffs and these price raising tariffs, then he's going to own that, and the American people are going to suffer.
We are now just 250 days away from the midterm elections where House, Senate, and governor positions will be up for grabs across the country. And don't forget, tonight, a brand new edition of our brand new political show, The Powers That Be, comes out. You can stream that show live on our WHAS11 app. Well, let's now turn our attention to the world of weather today. From all the cold weather we've seen the last couple of days, Matthew, this warm-up has been a nice little surprise.
Yeah, it really has been a nice treat outside for us today. As temperatures are into the 50s, but we do have some of those clouds sticking around for us today. So sadly, got to see those stick around just for a little bit more as we go towards this afternoon, but also seeing some showers just further south. Now, give you a look outside. Yeah, still holding on to those cloudy conditions. Give you a look at our U of L Health downtown cam. But look at those temperatures. Wow, into the mid-50s in places like Munfordville, Campbellsville, and into Hodgensville for this afternoon. Mid-50s throughout Lebanon as well. Right here in Louisville, 53 degrees, and those temperatures further into Madison and Seymour right at 50. So really starting to warm up just in time for the lunch hour. And looking across the state, some cooler temperatures really into Indiana, but we're talking E-Town at 53 degrees, Bowling Green at 55, Paducah at 53, and Lexington at 51 degrees. Give a look at that hourly planner heading towards this afternoon. We'll warm up all the way into the mid-50s by the afternoon to the evening hours, eventually falling back off into the upper 40s as we go towards the overnight hours. And back into tonight, there'll be some breezy conditions, but temperatures will be into the mid-30s with a few overnight showers rolling in for us. But back into tomorrow, it'll kind of be a similar case where we'll see temperatures closer to 50 degrees and some areas into the mid-50s. Look at those weather headlines for your Thursday. Some heavier rain will roll in for you, but look at Friday. Going to be a nice and pleasant day ahead for us, especially for Friday and into Saturday. So I'll be timing out that weekend ahead coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Well, just a few hours ago, Hardin County broke ground on a brand new elementary school. The new school is going to be replacing the current North Park Elementary and will have students from preschool all the way through 5th grade. Now, currently, it's just those preschoolers and some kindergartners who are in the building as construction continues. Hardin County Board of Education has not named the school just yet, but it will be located off of Trojan Way in Radcliffe. No date as well as to when the building will open. Job cuts and bigger class sizes are just some of the preliminary changes that are coming to Spencer County schools. It comes after a brand new chief financial officer found a $1.5 million mistake in the district's budget. Yesterday, Spencer County School Superintendent Dr. Willie Foster presented a staffing plan to the school board aimed at saving the district money. The proposal recommends cutting around 20 jobs from the district, including teachers and instructional coaches. Spencer County staff urged the school board to reconsider ahead of their vote. One of those staff members was mental health practitioner Tammy Mormon. The grant money that pays for most of her salary is ending, and mental health practitioners are not a part of the district's budget.
This one's close to my heart because I really do feel like that God dropped me in this county. We don't have a lot of resources here, and that's what makes having mental health therapists in the school that much more important.
Mormon said that she met with Dr. Foster to discuss a new grant that could potentially supplement her salary. The board voted 3-2 in favor of that new job plan last night. Back here in Louisville, the Jefferson County Board of Education will hear an update from the district's Audit and Risk Management Advisory Committee today. The board requested an update on the current budget shortfall of $188 million. The committee is in the process of auditing the JCPS Police Department, the new cell phone policy, and vendors for the district. The meeting is at 2 o'clock today at the Van Hoos Education Center. It will be a video call, but you can attend in person.